Hey, a fantastic good morning to you. It's Friday, the 6th of January, 2023. I'm just going to mute my microphone. Well, I have a small. Okay, excuse me for that then. Well, what happens in the morning, isn't it? And I thought today we'd do a little bit of a summary because we get some lovely comments on the Old Geezer show. But at the moment, we don't have a great number of views. Our average kind of number of views is last couple of weeks has been around 150 to 200 between YouTube and Facebook. And I'd really like to get that up to maybe 400 or 500, and that will feel more worthwhile. Although I have to tell you, I get a great deal of pleasure out of producing the show. There's no kind of argument about that. So I'm not having a big issue with producing the show, but I feel that we kind of deserve a better audience. Okay, we're just going to take a short moment while I cough again. I think, as you can guess, I probably need a rum and coke at this time of the day. And in fact, I'm going to have a slurp of coffee. If you hear me slurping, it's just too bad. So, what have we got then? I want to look back at how the show is going, really, because I know I've got quite a lot of supporters out there. People get in touch quite often, really, and say, well, we enjoyed the show. We liked that bit. We didn't like that bit, blah, blah. Which is all helpful and guidance from my point of view. It's really quite important to get feedback on the show. But the issue I've got at the moment is actually driving the volume of views up. We have a peculiar situation insofar as I'm currently showing the Old Geezer show on 4 channels. That's 2 Facebook channels, which is the Old Geezer's Diary and the Old Geezer Show. And seeing whether one or the other picks up better than the other. And I'm doing exactly the same thing on YouTube. And what we're getting is approximately the same count on YouTube as we get on Facebook for most of the shows. But some shows go really quite mad on Facebook. So, for example, a week or so ago, we had a show, which was the one with Ellie Griffiths. We had that show, and that's got up to about 600 and odd views now. That's a lot for this channel. You never know, well, you do know how long people have watched it, and sometimes they watch longer than others. But in reality, the shows sometimes hit big numbers and sometimes don't. A couple of hundred is not unusual. 100 is right at the bottom end of what we're getting now. So we'll see where it goes, but I am determined to keep this one going. And from my point of view, the more feedback and input I have from you guys, the better. Your intrinsic parts of the show, especially the people who have been watching since we begun, because I've done the Old Geezer's Diary now as a channel for a long time, but doing regular programs is only really over the last month or two. And I want to do more because I feel very strongly that us old geezers and old ladies do not have a channel that shows our news. So news that's relevant specifically to older people doesn't appear in the newspapers. It doesn't appear on TV or radio. And the reality is that there is so little news out there now compared to what there was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, we had loads of local newspapers doing proper local news. Now we've got some local newspapers, but they tend to be owned by big groups and do very limited amounts of news. And what can you say? On a lot of local newspapers and a lot of local websites, you only get coverage if you pay money. There you go. So this is an attempt, excuse me, as you know, to give older people a bit more of a voice. If there's something you really want to say, I would love to hear from you. Please get in touch and let me know what you want to tell the world. If you're brave enough, fearless enough, friendly enough, I guess, to just want to say it yourself in pictures or in words, just words, you can. Excuse me, I'm horrible. So there you have it. Okay, so that's this week. This week we've had some nice stories. We're going to publish a couple more videos, I hope, today as the day goes by, and then we'll kind of see where we go. Okay, so that's my summary for this week. We've had three fairly slow shows this week. We had a couple of really quite big shows last week, getting up to around the 600 mark. And the more content I have, the better. If you have a story or if you have a viewpoint that's relevant to all people and would like to appear on the show, please get in touch. I would. I think the caption says it all. I would love to hear from you. Let's just go to that caption. Goodness me. Should do more proper work, shouldn't I? Okay, your opinion matters. Tell us what you think. Tell us your experience. And that's the keynote. I really want to hear from you. I really want to include your content, and I really want to hear what you think. And there you have it. That's me. I'm here doing stuff that I hope you like. And if you spread the word, that would help a great deal. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to go now, drink my coffee, try and massage my poor little throat back into normal health and well-being and see how it goes. Okay, I'm Chris. This is the Old Geezers Show, and I'll see you again very soon indeed.